Larry Kirschner. Give it up for Larry.
How's everyone doing tonight? Liars. So exciting time for me. My wife and I just had our first girl. Thank you. Very cute. 22, big tits, found her on a Russian website. That's why the left hand's in the pocket so you guys can't see. I got a buddy of mine who says to me, I don't buy that joke. I'm like, why not? He goes, because you're not married. I'm like, okay, so you buy me as an online sex trafficker. Husband material, not so much. It's good to know. Because the same guy that said he doesn't buy strip clubs. Says, in his words, you wouldn't go to a restaurant where you can watch them cook your steak, but you couldn't eat it. It's like, what about lap dances? So they go, so you still don't get to eat your steak, but you'll pay them extra to smack you in the face with it? So now I have no interest in going to a strip club. But on the plus side, now I get a boner whenever I go into Outback, so that's cool. As I mentioned, I am single. Tried lots of different ways to meet women. One of the more interesting ones was I dated a girl that I met through a classified ad on Craigslist. Introduced her to my buddies, and they were like, oh, how'd you guys meet? I was like, oh, cute story. I had just finished buying a $15 pea-stained futon, and I was like, what else they got? Recently tried to date a girl using Facebook, not what it's designed for. It was a girl that I had a crush on in junior high school, and I just stumbled across her profile, so I sent her a note, and I was like, hey, Jenny, remember me? I was just checking out our yearbook, and you're in luck. I have stayed cool. There's a lot of pressure on me to do well with women because I have a cousin who's my age who does really well with women. I'm trying to keep up. He's probably been with 150 women or so in his life. He's been with so many women that I'm pretty sure he's gotten the clap at least a half a dozen times. And I don't mean the disease. I mean he walks into a room and guys are just like... I do take some solace in the fact that in my group of friends, I am not the oldest single guy. Thankfully, there is one who's a little older than I am. With him, there might be a reason. He likes to bake. He's a big fan of Barbra Streisand. He lived in San Francisco for about 20 years, but insists that he's not gay. He's one of those, what's the word? Liars. I mean, I guess the word is metrosexual, but I always thought that only meant that he just only did guys on the subway. So I guess I got that one wrong. It's been a tough year to be single because I got invited to a lot of weddings. I went to a Jewish wedding a couple of months ago. Did the whole, breaking of the glass thing, which I guess is supposed to be symbolic of the breaking of the hymen. But I know the bride, and so did most of the fifth row. So, probably not right. It's funny because I am Jewish and I still don't understand that tradition. There's a lot of Jewish traditions I don't understand. I went to Hebrew school for 5 years, and the one thing I learned is that Jews love suffering. It's true. It's pretty much the basis of our entire religion. I mean, think about it. Day of Atonement, starve for a day. Someone dies, you sit on the floor for a week. But it's not just the negative stuff. We celebrate that way. We were free from slavery, no bread for a week. We got married, break a glass. We had a kid, snip his dick in front of all his relatives. I love doing comedy. It's probably the favorite thing I do. It does have one big downside, which is that all my friends think they can help me write jokes every day. Like we'll go out and something just random will happen. They go, oh, put that in your act, put that in your act. And it drives me fucking crazy. So I got even, because one of my friends is a doctor, and we were out one night and somebody sneezed. I was like, diagnose him, diagnose him. And the guy coughed, and I'm like, hold his balls. He's over 50, stick a finger in his ass. Everyone have a good New Year? Has everybody broken all their resolutions already? Yeah, a lot can happen in 10 days. I hate people who make really easy New Year's resolutions because they know they can keep them. I have a coworker who told me that her New Year's resolution was to make sure that there was always enough gas in the car. I was like, really? Okay, well then my New Year's resolution is to not take a shit in my neighbor's mailbox. I think we're both gonna make it. Do you know somebody who is shit in the mailbox? That was the voice of knowledge right there. That's creepy. No, my New Year's resolution is a lot like everybody else's. Eat better, get in better shape, do a little more physical activity. I bought one of those Fitbits, measures how many steps you take. The goal is 10,000 steps, and I pretty much never make the goal, which is when I realized I had to make some serious changes in my life. For example, the first thing I changed was the goal to 5,000 steps. But no, the one problem with the Fitbit is that it's not exactly the most accurate device. I have found that on occasion it will mistake other vigorous movements for steps. So now I've got a device that I wear on my wrist that tracks vigorous movements. That's not gonna end well. Like I was checking my online fitness profile and it's like, okay, so apparently Tuesday night at around 10:30, I ran a marathon. And I finished in 3 minutes, personal best. Thanks a lot, you guys have been great, have a great new year.
Larry Kirschner, everyone.